is work on these windmills. They're setting up cranes all the time, taking the head units down, replacing blades. We had a bunch of them that had broken blades. The first year they went up, they started snapping in half. But today is our crazy day. We have 7 campers that we got to get down to Wayne, Nebraska. And as you've probably seen the skies, it's kind of out of the rain right now, but it's pretty dark to the south. Wayne has been in an absolute downpour for like 2-3 hours. So I talked to the guy that's renting some of the campers and putting this event on, and he said it's an absolute monsoon down in Wayne. So these first sets campers that we're going to haul down, we're probably going to he said park them on the tarmac on some concrete, and then we might do another run tonight yet. We talked about getting all 7 of them down there today. The original plan was to take half of them down today, half down tomorrow. And we had switched our plan to get them all done in one day so we could get the shop ready to go for graduation. But I think we're going back to plan A and it's gonna split it up, just because if it's too soft today to park them on the, the grass where the campers are getting parked, we gotta put them on the tarmac and then move them again. We're gonna have to make another trip down there, so we might as well just take 3 or 4 of them down today, and then we'll take the remainder of them down tomorrow, and then get the original ones moved around. So with the rain and the storms, we're just gonna kind of play it by ear and figure out what our plan is as we go. So right now we're on our way to town. We have to get fuel. Both trucks are empty. And then we got to bring some generators, so we have some gas cans. We got to grab some gas for the generators. And then we got to run over to Zomer's and pick up the generators. 2 of them over there anyway. So, a lot of running today. Hopefully this wind dies down too. This wind is pretty brutal right now. So I'm hoping once this front kind of clears through, the wind clears out with it. But for now, we're going to get some fuel, and we'll see you here in a little bit. All right, first one hooked up, filling it full of water. Just got back from Orange City, picked up the generators, and then went out and had some lunch. So Damien's home now. He's home from school. He's swapping. He had the wrong camper hooked up to his truck from last night, so he is getting his camper swapped around to the right one. Courtney's pulling up behind me. Gonna get all 3 of these full of water. And the storms are not letting up down by Wayne. So it looks like we're gonna have to just take them down and park them on the tarmac, and then bring the rest of them down tomorrow and get them set up. So as of right now, that is our plan. So we're all lined up now. We got to put the Cummins in the back. We got to break the wind for it. It seems to struggle with power.
It's got plenty of power to throw over mileage. That's the issue.
Looks like we're going to get wet. We got to go that way.
I mean,
and it's awful blue that way.
We're going against the wind, or with the wind.
No, it's out of the southeast. Look at the windmills. The turbines.
Every single time.
I got mine and Courtney's camper filled up with water. We're just waiting on Pokey yet. He didn't shut his valve, so it doesn't fill up too fast. It's pouring water out almost as fast as he's putting it in. Not quite. He was probably gaining a little, but
he's gonna make me sound like an idiot all the time.
Mine was doing it too. He had to close it.
We got to give him a hard time, and we can give him a hard time.
It's not very often. He's a pretty smart kid.
So whenever we can give him crap, we gotta make sure to give him crap. That's just like the
Parenting 101.
Yeah, you had to be hard on the kid. He's got really cool parents.
Yeah, he does. The best.
But as soon as he's filled, we're gonna get on the road and see if we can't get a monsoon bath. I was told that the guy that has he's got his camper sitting there already, the one that's doing this whole thing. And he texted me a little bit ago and said that he probably won't be able to come out and talk to us because he's stuck in the middle of a lake at the airport right now. I offered him to bring some kayaks, but he just laughed. So we'll see what kind of mess this is when we get down there. 3 out of the 7 campers delivered. We're gonna do the other 4 tomorrow morning now. The yard area, parking area that we're supposed to park the campers in is a solid mud hole, so they had us park them on a couple of the campsites right there since they're gravel. So we're gonna bring 2 more tomorrow morning, get those set up, and out in the pasture or parking area, whatever they want to call it out there. Get those 2 set up in the morning, and then move those 3 and get those set up, head back home and grab the last 2 and get them set up. So that is our plan now. Yeah, with all the rain that we had, it's just the top, it's not that it's super soft, it's just slick. It's like walking on wet clay. The top 3 inches, or top maybe even an inch, not even 3 inches, is just super slick. So that is what we're gonna do now. We pretty much ran into rain the whole way here once we got to Sioux City. Now we got to go to Fleet Farm and grab Damien's graduation present. We've been trying to get one. We went last week to get, well, we're getting him as the top of the toolbox. He's already got the bottom half, so we're going to get him the top half. Since he's going for diesel mechanic and all that stuff. But, yeah, we found one last weekend, got to the store, they didn't have one, so now we have one, and I called to confirm that they have it on hand. And then had another person also confirm that they have it, since the last place confirmed and did not have. So we're gonna grab that, and then we got to get our shop washed out tonight for graduation. We got it all cleaned up, so we're gonna pressure wash the floors and the walls and all that good stuff. Get up bright and early and come back over to Wayne, Nebraska. All right, we're back home. We got the first 4, or first 3, I guess, parked. Like I said earlier, we're gonna have to set them up in the morning. It's too muddy. This camper here is the one that Damien brought home from Minnesota the other day, and I know we talked before that we've been really lucky with damages, but we had this group. They put on concerts. They're like the organizers or whatever it is. So there's 8 guys in here. And so when we were getting this camper cleaned out after Damien brought it home, they apparently partied pretty hard. So this is the first time we've had a camper come back in this condition. It looked like somebody was in the bathroom and literally was spinning in a circle while peeing. That's how disgusting the bathroom was. All over the walls, all over the toilet, the counters, everything. And then Courtney was telling me the sink was clogged, which is kind of weird because campers don't really have the I call it the gooseneck, the trap. They have a one-way check valve. And so I had to tear it apart, and I found a whole bunch of like roast beef, bread, buns, whatever, all stuck in there. To find out that, well, heavy drinking, someone threw up in the sink. So that was nice. So that check valve was so plugged up with stuff that we ended up having to replace the check valve. And then Courtney goes to lift the blinds up behind the couch and the booth, and they won't stay up. The strings are dangling. So I'm thinking the strings, they're just like a friction. They slide up and down. They got a string on both sides. That's just kind of what holds them up and down. So you just literally slide them up and down. And after looking, they were broke. And so I had to fix those. And then I called a guy to tell him that, you know, we got to replace strings, blinds, check valves. And the bathroom is absolutely disgusting. When I called the guy, he actually started laughing about it and said, yeah, we drank pretty heavily. We were having a good time. Whatever you charge us for damages is perfectly fine. So this camper, we have to take down to this airplane show that we just dropped these other campers off. So we've got the bathroom cleaned up. I've got the blinds fixed, got the check valve fixed. So now we just got to finish making beds and this one will be ready. But the only thing we've ever had with damages wise in the past, we used to have electric stabilizer jacks. Well, I think with being electric and convenient, people would forget to put them up and they'd fold them out because they'd take off and they'd be down. So, and the front jack, but we've never had, you know, people when they do stuff like that, they openly admit it, you know, it's not a big deal. This guy never said nothing to us, and we went to clean it. It was disgusting. So we do have to make a few beds in this one. It's all fixed up, cleaned up, and all that stuff now. So me and Courtney are gonna take 2 campers down in the morning and get the other 3 all set up. Hopefully it's dry enough. It should be. It's supposed to be sunny and some wind, so that'll dry it up fast. And then when Damien gets home from school, me and Damien are gonna take another 2 down there and get them set up, and we will be all set up for this airplane show. Kind of hoping some planes and stuff are there by tomorrow. It was just an open lot. There's a guy that puts the show on, had his plane there, but he was way out in the back in a lake, so I couldn't get nothing there. There's nothing really entertaining to show, but hopefully tomorrow I can get some good shots of some of that stuff. See how that guy is, if he wants to talk on camera too. He seemed pretty cool guy actually. So, but that is the day for us for right now. Courtney and Damien should be coming up pretty quick. We just stop at Fleet Farm and get the top half of Damien's tool chest, which is his graduation present. So we got that picked up. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for us for today. Like I said, we gotta get this one wrapped up with blankets and whatnot. And yeah, start all over tomorrow morning. So that'll do it for today, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Well, we're back, ready for round 2. Last night we got the shop the rest of the way cleaned out, pressure washed the walls and the floor and all that. So we were out in the shop till about 11 o'clock last night getting that done. But now the shop is done, and now we just gotta start decorating for graduation. But first we got, like I said, me and Courtney are taking 2 down to Wayne this morning, and then today's Damien's last day of school. He'll be all done with high school, and then when he gets home, he's gonna run down with me with that second one. Today is actually really nice. I think it's 55 degrees right now. The sun is out, and there isn't like a speck of breeze. This afternoon though, it's supposed to pick up to like 15 out of the north, so no big deal. And as soon as we're done with all this, we gotta start decorating for graduation. We got 5 of the 7.
5 so far.
Those 3 over there. And now we got to go back and get 2 more, but I think it's going to be me and Damien running these back. It is kind of a mud hole out here. It didn't dry out too well. The trucks are rolling on mud donuts.
4-wheel drive and
yeah, there's a couple spots where you'd sink in, and then as soon as you got through it, water would start seeping through. It was a little soggy, but it was nice out this morning. Right now it's getting warm. Starting to break a sweat. So we got to get out, get home, grab the other 2 before the wind picks up, and this place turns crazy because they said at noon all the planes are going to start coming in. Well, it's like 12:30, I think.
yeah.
We only got 2 guys here, but these guys were helping set everything up. So that's the guy that took all the reservations and set everything up. This is his plane. Mayday STOLs, or what is that? Mayday's Toll? I don't know how you say that. .com. That's the series that these guys do for the airplane races, but kind of nice we didn't have graduation this weekend. We'd probably come watch this. This looks pretty cool.
Yeah, should be pretty neat. So maybe next year.
Yeah, Courtney's gonna negotiate next year for plane rides for camper rentals.
Yeah, I told him I was gonna. So maybe a few little flips and loop-de-loos and all that fun stuff, you know, in exchange for camper.
Most of these guys are commercial pilots. They fly big planes, so these are like little tinker toys to them. But they are pretty cool. Scooter's Coffee. All right, we're back home, getting loaded up with round number 2. This round, I got Damien going with me. Today was his last day of high school. So sad.
It actually kind of was. I didn't expect it to be, but it was.
Yeah, he's all excited to get done with high school, and now that it's done, we told him it's not what it's all hyped up to be.
It was just sad to leave, knowing that I probably won't see any of those teachers any again.
Yeah. Kind of a reality check, huh? But, all right, we're gonna get on the road. The wind's picking up a little bit, so.
Which way is the wind coming from?
It's kind of out of the northeast. Northeast. I don't know, it's wrapped around the buildings, but it's not horrible.
I don't know if I northwest corner the wind is.
So hopefully it's a little drier by the time we get here, or get there this time. This morning, we'd use 4-wheel drive, and there was a couple spots I sank pretty good. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to get through it. So it's a good thing we got new tires on Courtney's truck, and they're a little more aggressive. She's gonna have to pull me out if I got stuck.
I got mud slicks.
Yeah, Damien's his mud tires aren't really mud tires anymore. They're getting down there on tread. He'll be needing tires here shortly.
Graduation money.
Graduation money. But all right, we'll see you in Wayne.
By backing it in or pulling it in?
Well, backing in. Probably, if you would have went over one more row, you probably could have spun around and pulled in, I guess. But if you want, I guess you can just take a left and do a loop-de-loop so you can get turned around.
Yeah.
It might be easier if you don't want to just do that. You know what you're doing?
I think so. It's soft up.
All right, I gotta kind of look and see where I'm gonna back this in. So.
Alright.
Oh, actually. Well, our day turned into more work now. The FAA showed up, and apparently the setup ain't kosher with the FAA. So those 2 campers parked nose to tail down there is next to a rope. Everything that you see in the camera has to come my way 250 feet. So now we have to hook up to every camper and move them down 250 feet and reset them up. So this is going to take a little longer than we anticipated. It's kind of like dealing with the DOT. Stinking FAA. All right, good news is we don't have to move campers. Apparently that's something to do with whatever event it is. they don't have to follow with those regulations or something because it's a STOL something or other. I don't know. I don't fly planes. I'm not sure what it's called. But being it's not whatever they say it's not, they don't have to abide by those kind of rules. So we didn't have to move campers. Thank God, because it is getting hot. And I was not wanting to move 5 campers. But we got planes that are kind of coming in and out and buzzing all over the place. So it is kind of cool to see some of the places we get to see and events we get to go to by doing these camper rentals. We see a lot of campgrounds that we wouldn't see otherwise either. We've met a lot of cool people doing this too. But good news is we're not moving campers, and now we can get out of this mud hole of a pasture, and it's a lot drier than it was this morning, but it's still a mud hole. And cross the runway without getting T-boned by an airplane. They are starting to, I've seen a few flying around, but I haven't seen nothing coming down. That'd be nice to get a landing gear in the face. There's some of the planes lining up. I think he said 300 planes were coming in, if I remember right. And we are on the runway, or the tarmac, or something. Lawnmower Rotax. Got some people tenting out right there too. All right, it's like 8 o'clock now. Stopped and got Chinese on the way home. Oh, nice thing about having the bed, wrap it all up and it stays nice and hot. But yeah, I've been going since 7 this morning. Got like 450 miles in, 7 campers delivered in the last 2 days. We got 1 camper left in the yard, and that one heads out on Thursday. What? That's tomorrow already. Holy crap. So yeah, I'm gonna call that an ending to this video, but that was really cool seeing all the different planes them guys had. Not sure if you'll see it in the video, but the one, was it yellow? It was the very closest one to me when we were leaving. That actually has a lawnmower engine in it. So it's kind of crazy the stuff they build and put in them things, but that'll do it for this video, and we'll see you guys in the next.